Super. Human. Brains. Visualization is the key. By S. Ramakrishnan Iyer. Why this book relevant with the reality? If you can't explain it to a 6-year-old, you don't understand it yourself. Albert Einstein. Your brain don't loves stress. It only loves fun. Train your brain to laugh. Even at a high pressure. Please do not jump to content page directly. Note: please read this book serially. Why I wrote this book. This book is dedicated to all those people who finds it difficult to read and recall of what they read. My sincere dedication to the world of people around me, who might thought my new concept of reading or a new way of reading to be unrealistic. But when they themselves applied in their daily life, they found it to be a boon with some outstanding results. They then thank me for my little contribution to their life. I do feel that, if I could recall a list of 100 things in under 5 minutes, or a 20-digit number in under 20 seconds, or even a course book word for word, then, I feel thousands of other people in the world could also. Personally, I do feel that, knowledge is worth only, when it's shared. Why you should read this book. 1. Because, language of this book is very easy. 2. Because, I tried to express not to impress. 3. Because, once you go through this book, you may not need it again. 4. For learning numbers, course material, novels, diagram, word lists, vocabulary is very fast. 5. For remembering and recalling anything you read ages back. 6. Because, this book has codes for remembering a list of 100 things serially, or a 100-digit number. 7. For learning up to 100 words per hour of your language. 8. For remembering diagrams, route maps, house maps, etc. 9. For memorizing an entire page word for word, or memorizing dialogues, or even a poem. This book basically has the powerful ways and tips that has the ability to make your reading in a more real way the brain likes to work. Also, the codes used in this book for your remembrance is so easy and powerful to be remembered the moment you goes through them. Also, you have the freedom to change the codes in your own language or in your own easiness words of your creativity. That's the flexibility of this book. Are able to remember these following in 15 seconds. Grocery 51st. 01. Eggs 02. Bread 03. Banner 04. Rice 05. Wheat 06. Tea 07. Flour 08. Plastic mug 09. Apple 10. Turmeric powder 11. Pineapple 12. Vegetable oil 13. Cashew nut 14. Washing soap 15. Shampoo. If yes, then, you have a very special memory. This list is grocery list, but it could be a list of chemicals, or people's name, or English words. The application of my method is very vast, to be used in your respective fields. But to make my readers understand, I am using a general grocery list. If not, then, you should read this book. How about your memory in numbers? RAM 1,453,986,578, SHAM 3,697,853,665, GAN SHAM 1,597,534,561, Prakash 4,567,899,631, G2 7,418,529,635. MR 6,578,945,213. How about in remembering poems, dialogues, vocabularies of your language? How about in remembering a diagrams or a flowchart or a design that you saw ages back? Then about the things that you should remember which are there around your surrounding? How about you participating in a memory competition or even for your examinations? The solution lies in knowing how really your brain works. Have you ever imagined that you and the people around you lives in a virtual world, colorful world of nature and the non-living things? So why the books are in a 2D form, which might be a boring most of the times. With the help of this book, you can be able to make a 2D form of book into a real world of your creativity and imagination to remember anything for ages. Mom. Listening a word mom does reminds you of the word mom? Or reminds you the face of your mother? The is not the word, but in the image you create in your mind. Like just you had read the image of key as key. Visualization is the key. Table of contents. Why this book relevant with the reality? Why I wrote this book? Why you should read this book? 1. How to remember word 51st. 2. How to remember numbers. 3. How to learn vocabulary. 4. How to memorize pages, poems. 5. How to remember diagrams. About the author. Bibliographies. Please do let me know your reviews. 1. How to remember word 51st. Remembering a word list can be very easy for some of the intelligent people on earth. But for me it was a very difficult task with the deadline factor and that too in the serial order. In this step, one can remember a list of 20 words in 20 seconds. With the practice of this method. That means, a list of 100 words can be remembered serially in under 2 minutes. This method is very easy to understand, learn and apply from your day-to-day life to the hardest books you read. So let's get started. There are 2 ways to remember word list. A. Linking technique. B. Memory home technique. A. Linking technique. In linking technique each word is linked with a number, sounding same. Or by looking a number, what first comes in our mind. Egg: 0 in looking number 0, there we remember of eggs, as due to its shape, or 0 can be linked with the word hero, as 0 hero sounding similar. So here are some linked words from 1 to 15. Hero. 1 gun. 2 shoe. 3 man is free. 4 boundary. 5 high 5. 6 7 births. 8 weight. 9 wine. 10 pen. 11 cricket team. 12 dozen. 13 unlucky. 14 Valentine's Day. 15 Justine. And now, the formula that goes with the connection words. 1. The original word. 2. The number. 3. Connection word. 4. Fake story. 5. Recall the original word. Explanation with an example. Let's say, there is a grocery list, where serially 0 has any object, bread 0 bread. 1. The original word is bread. 2. The number is 00. 3. The connection word for 0 is hero. 4. Fake story. My fake story is my favorite hero. Shah Rukh Khan eats bread in his breakfast. 5. Thus, with my fake story connected to the original word bread. This method works perfectly when you visualize the image of Shah Rukh, your connection word image, and the original word as below colon. Explanation. Pronounced as 0, reminds me of word hero. 1 pronounced as 1, reminds me of word gun. 2 pronounced as 2, reminds me of word shoe. 3 pronounced as 3, reminds me of word free. But as there are many numbers as 23, 33 and so on, so I used man is free. 4 reminds me of cricket boundary. 5 pronounced as 5, reminds me of high 5, which we do with our friends. 6 reminds me of a sixer in cricket. 7 pronounced as 7, reminds me of 7 births. 8 pronounced as 8, reminds me of weight. 9 pronounced as 9, reminds me of wine. 10 pronounced as 10, reminds me of pen. 11 reminds me of Indian cricket team. 12 reminds me of dozen. 13 the number 13 regarded as the unlucky number? But I don't think so. I just used unlucky for connection. 14 reminds me of 14 Feb Valentine's Day. 15 pronounced as 15, reminds me of Justine Bieber. Note. If you finds harder to remember my connection words, you can use your own word. That's the Flexibility of this technique. Application with an example. This is the list with words of different fields. 1. Mobile. 2. Dog. 3. Headphone. 4. Cards. 5. Bottle. 6. Acid. 7. Camera. 8. Clothes. 9. Guitar. 10. Mic. 11. Tennis ball. 12. Oxygen. 13. Banner. 14. Soft drink. 15. Cap. My connection story is as under. A policeman shot a man with his gun. The man got saved as the bullet hits his mobile phone and felt in the ground. 1 equals gun equals mobile phone. My cute dog always put his head in my shoes, whenever he found it. 2 equals shoe equals dog. My friend Anil got a free headphone with his new personal computer. 3 equals man is free equals headphone. Whenever Sachin hits the boundary, there is a huge break in the TV channel and we used to play cards. 4 equals boundary equals cards. After drinking Pepsi, me and Anil did a high five. 5 equals high five equals bottle. After Dhoni's sixer, the match stopped as due to the acid rain. 6 equals sixer equals acid. Hope. I will have a camera picture of all my 7 births. 7 equals births equals camera. I saw a fat man lifting the weights, without a cloth. 8 equals weight equals clothes. My friend says after drinking wine, I play a very wonderful tune in my guitar. 9 equals wine equals guitar. My father gifted me a pen which has a mic in it. 10 equals pen equals mic. The Indian cricket team played a charity match, with a tennis ball. 11 equals cricket team equals tennis ball. A dozen patients avid of proper oxygen in time. 12 equals dozen equals oxygen. Last night, I had 13 banners and had loose motion, which proved unlucky for me. 13 equals unluck equals banner. On the Valentine's Day, me and my girlfriend had a soft drink. 14 equals Valentine's Day equals soft drink. In New York, I saw Justin Bieber wearing a white cap. 15 equals Justin equals cap. B. Memory home technique. In this technique, we imagine a home, let's say, our home, as we are well familiar with our home, and connects the sets of objects with a strong fake story, using our visualization power, and connect the list of words in it. Application with an example. This is the list with words of different fields. 01. Mobile. 02. Dog. 03. Headphone. 04. Cards. 05. Bottle. 06. Acid. 07. Camera. 08. Clothes. 09. Guitar. 10. Mic. 11. Tennis ball. 12. Oxygen. 13. Banner. 14. Soft drink. 15. Cap. Let's see how this list works with this method. These objects one should remember serially. Let's say, the following thing I see in my house. 01. Entrance gate. 02. Door mate. 03. Fish aquarium. 04. Sofa. 05. Television. 06. Owen. 07. Fridge. 08. Air conditioner. 09. Laptop. 10. Dressing table. 11. Balcony. 12. Stairs. 13. Terrace. 14. Swing. 15. Tanks. These things differ both in number as well as in series from person to person. My connection story. 1. Let's say instead of a simple lock I had a mobile password system in my entrance gate. 2. I had a doormat with a photo of dog in it. 3. Due to large TV volumes, the fishes are using headphones. 4. In the sofa, I had a sofa cover, that looks like deck of cards. 5. In television, they showed an advertisement of 20% of on bottles. 6. My oven is not working properly as due to the leak of battery acid in it. 7. The fridge I bought had a free camera with it. 8. The fastest way to dry the clothes is under air conditioner. 9. In my laptop, I recorded a song that I composed from the guitar. 10. I keep my recording mic in the dressing table's drawer. 11. My balcony is the plaque, where I play cricket with a tennis ball. 12. Sitting on the stairs, I get fresh oxygen of the air. 13. My terrace is uncleaned as the neighbor throws banners shell. 14. This swing is very memorable as we used to drink soft drinks and chat for hours. 15. Yesterday, I mistakenly threw my cap in this water tank. Note this method often works best with things which are very limited in number. But the application of this method differs from person to person and subject to subject. Codes for remembering numbers and list with their explanation. 001 Gano shoe 03 man is free 04 boundary 05 hive 5061 over 07 births 08 weight 09 wine 10 pen 11 cricket teen 12 dozen 13 unlucky 14 Valentine's Day 15 Justine. As the above codes, I had already mentioned earlier. 16 December movie 16 December is an Indian movie. 17 Danger 17 in Hindi, pronounced as Satra and the word sounding similar to it is Katra, which in English means danger. 18 Vote in India, voting age is 18, therefore vote in. 19 Canteen sounding similar. 20 After 20's movie it's an Indian movie. 21 Bun 21 one bun sounding similar. 22 Pair of shoe 22 to shoe sounding similar. 23 Youth are free 23 3 free sounds similar, therefore youth are free. 24 Clock a day has 24 hours. 25 Silver job 25 is regarded as silver job. 26 Special 26 it's an Indian movie. 27 Heaven 27 7 heaven sounding similar. 28 2 HRS weight 28 8 weight sounding similar and has 2 therefore 2 HRS weight. 29 Pine 29 9 pine sounding similar. 30 Domino's Pizza is delivered in under 30 minutes. Therefore, Domino's Pizza. Likewise, the below rest codes are either sounding similar to the number or has some or the other reasons with them. 31 Sun 32 teeth. A normal human being has 32 teeth. 33 Women are free 34 Third floor 35 Pen drive 36 Anti/actor in India, those people who are against each other. Normally, we call that they have chatis character which means anti and chatis is 36. 37 Oven 38 3 HRS weight 39 Sunshine 40 Horse teeth. 41 Sun 42 Horseshoe 43 Birds are free 44 Fourth floor. 45 Hard drive 46 Mobile Picks 47 Shaven 48 4 HRS weight 49 Moonshine 50 Golden Jubilee 50 is regarded as the Golden Jubilee year. 51 Done 52 Deck of cards. A card of deck has only 52 cards in it. 53 Animals are free 54 Fifth floor 55 Floppy drive 56 Cyber short picks 57 Lemon 58 5 HRS weight 59 Starshine 60 Retirement in India, retirement age is 60s. 61 162 Mountain Dew 63 Prisoner is free 64 6th floor. 65 CD drive 66 Nikon Pix 67 Watermelon 68 6 HRS weight 69 Bulb Shine 70 Ganti/Bell 70, similar word sounding to it is Ganti 70, Ganti which is a Hindi word, which means bell. 71 Fun 72 Hillview 73 Brush is free 74 7th floor 75 Diamond Job 76 Quick Fix 77 Rockmelon 78 7 HRS weight 79 Teeth Shine 80 Bed D/Lassie 81 Man 81 One Man sounding similar. Man is an Indian movie. 82 Riverview 83 Recharge is free 84 8th floor 85 Google Drive. 86 Bonefix 87 Muskmelon 88 Heavyweight 89 Hero Honda Shine 90 Auntie 91 Da/Money 91 1 Da sounding similar. Da is a Hindi word which means money. 90 To Beautiful View 93 Advice is Free 94 Ninth Floor 195 Long Drive 96 Matrix 97 Persimmon 98 Loose Waist 99 Razor Shine 100 Sachin's Century because Sachin has the highest world record of centuries. How to read these codes? From 1 to 20 read serially. After 20 read 23, 33, 43, 53, 63, 73, 83, 93 etc. Then, similarly read 24, 34, 44, 54, 64, 74, 84, 94. Do the same for 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Don't try to memorize the codes, but try to see the image instead of words. These codes are according to my creativity. But you can apply your own too. Visualization is the key. 2. How to remember numbers? Method: to remember numbers is more or less same as remembering word list with a little twist or modification in it. Explanation with an example. Let's say, Ram's phone number is 02101505513. 1. Splitting the number into digit each. 02, 10, 15, 05, 13. 2. Assigning image to the digits. To shoot 10 pen 15 Justine 05 high 5 13 unlucky. 3. Story sequence. Story sequence refers to connecting the numbers serially with a sense of fake story or illusion in reference to the person's name or subject's name. Here it goes like this. My friend and I went to a store to buy a shoe. 02. The shoe cost him 2,000 Rs. So, he signed a check with his pen 10. Suddenly, he saw in the same shop the famous singer Justine Bieber 15. Also came to buy shoes. Ram told B to look to him and told me that, let's go and meet him and snap some pics with him. We went and Justin was ready for the click. Thus, we got excited and gave each other high 505. But unluckily 13, our mobile didn't had a battery. Note: the stronger the story, the higher the recall. The number I used here are from 1 to 15. As I am using for only demonstration. Let's take another number. You just heard 11409141012113060300. This is a 22-digit number, you just heard and had to repeat it after 5 seconds. Say it's your roll no. Let's break the number 11, 14, 09, 14, 10, 12, 11, 13, 06, 03, 00. As per the codes, my story is: the Indian cricket team 11 was playing with England on the Valentine's Day 14. But my girlfriend switched off the TV and we had a glass of wine 09 and celebrated the Valentine's Day 14. She gave me a golden pen 10, and in return I gave her a dozen of tops and jeans 12. Just then I put on the TV for the score of Indian team 11. But it was the unlucky day 13. For them. The other team's player was hitting a continuous 606. My girlfriend again switched off the TV, which realized me that I am not a free man 03. But I know I am a hero of my girlfriend 00. 11140914012113060300. The words in blue are the trigger words, which reminds me of the codes linked to it. As I visualize the story, like a scene of any movie, that's why I cannot forget it and the scene remains with me over years. Note 1. Don't try to by heart your story. Try to visualize it only. 2. In a single day with this method you would be easily able to recall numbers. 3. The application for this method depends upon your subject, as I showed it. It's a general way where numbers are used. 4. This method is not limited to any particular digit extent, in fact is the most appropriate way of remembering. 5. Also, if you want, you can create your own 2-digit or 3-digit codes as well. Visualization is the key. 3. How to learn vocabulary? In today's world, we really don't read dictionary for the words and their meaning, but search meanings over internet. But doing so makes us gain only that word's meaning. But with little understandings, we will be able to learn many other words connected to it. And also English vocabulary has played a very important role in humans' minds. But with this small method, one can be able to learn a vocabulary words in the language of their interest. The method goes like this. 1. Reading a new word. 2. Its application. 3. Related words. 4. Their application. 5. Connection to a single image. 6. Recall. With this method one can learn up to 100 WPH. Explanation with example. Let's say, you had seen a word cunning in a dictionary or over internet, which means clever. Cunning equals clever. As you were looking for the word cunning, you see the word and want to remember the word. So, either you continuously repeat the word 10 times or write the word. This is the one process that we shall not do in our method. The process of repeating the word to memorize is what we actually learn in our school. But according to me, it's actually good when the number of things to remember is very little. Also, I feel the time indulged in this process is very large and has its certain limitation. But our method of relating the word is so simple, time-saving and fun thing, that it sometimes not require a paper, pen to write of what we are trying to memorize. Fox is a very cunning animal. Its application. We don't have to remember the word cunning, as just now we related it to fox, which we already know as a clever animal. Note. If you still want to remember, then remember the application or the relation. Related words and its application. 01. Slick 02. Crafty 03. Leary 04. Devious 05. Vicious 06. Roguish 07. Sly 08. Deceitful 09. Vulpine 10. Wicked 11. Wily 12. Shrewd 13. Shifty 14. Willy 15. Bloody minded. Fox is a very slick animal. Its application. Fox is a very crafty animal. Its application. To recall the new words you read, there is no need to repeat it or write it 10 times. Just relate it to the visual. Just as we related all the words to the fox. Every time you hear the words as I showed 15 related words for cunning, your brain will recall fox. This process is not just related to English language but to thousands of other languages we have. Let's try another word. Exculpate equals explain. Exculpate equals clean. The word exculpate has two meanings. The teacher exculpate the formula. The servant exculpate the dirt. Acquit the teacher acquit the formula. Tidy up the servant tidied up the dirt. Just now, we related the words with teacher, which we know that has relation with explaining, teaching, etc. Also, we related words with servant, which we knew that has relation with cleaning things, etc. It's a general thing that we already know. So, relating words with some trigger words as teacher, fox, servant, etc. made us free from memorizing. But some people finds it difficult to remember new words. For them, they can use words sounding similar to it or breaking them into parts as follows. 1. Acquit air conditioner, and quit to withdraw. 2. Devious divy in Hinduism. Goddess is called as Divi and thus 3. Exculpate ex previous, and calculator, and pate it's a Hindi word, which means stomach. 4. Sly plywood. 5. Vicious we and see and thus 6. Vulpine wool the animal and pine a kind of tree. 7. Willy mealy a girl's name. Visualization is the key. 4. How to memorize pages, poems. The method to memorize pages is similar to the way we look things in the real world. We Our brain lives in a real visual world, rather than in world of words or numbers. That's the reason why people don't enjoy reading book or cannot recall what they read. Thus, this method is called as image word, which not only recalls what you read but also it creates a fun environment in the brain. As we all love to see movies rather than reading books. With the practice of image word we can also be able to store live speech, lecture in our mind easily. The steps involved in this process are as follows: 1. Motive of reading. 2. Reading normally. 3. Replacing image with words. 4. Reading the image. 5. Creating an illusion story, optional. 6. Recalling. The above steps are very easy to follow, and the type of image you visualize depends upon your own creativity. Let's take these lines as example. Friendship is one of life's greatest treasures. Friends that are loyal are always there to make you laugh when you are down. They are not afraid to help you avoid mistakes, and they look out for your best interest. Step 1: Motive. Our motive is to recall the lines word for word. Step 2: Reading normally. A normal reading as you regularly do. Same in this step, it's done. Step 3: Replacing image with words. The above paragraphs words will be replaced by images in your mind. Only the triggered words are transformed, excluding and ignoring grammar. Friends. Ship. Loyal. Life. Interest. Look. Laugh. Greatest. Treasure. Best. 1. Help. Mistake. Afraid. Down. Always there. Avoid. Step 4: Reading the image. In this process, recall the image while reading the paragraph or poem in mind, as follows: is of. That are to make you when you are, they are not to you and they out for your. These words that are replaced, are according to my imagination. You can use your own creativity and imagination. Also, when you see the image you replaced, while reading. That means, you are very well done with this method and can move to the next step. Step 5: Creating an illusion story. If you are comfortable with the image and you can recall the paragraph word for word, you can skip this step. Else, you need the support of a story that goes serially from start to end. According to paragraph, my illusion story is: my friends in a ship came to attend my first birthday, where my greatest dad presented me a treasure. My friends gifted me a loyal dog and was there to make me laugh whenever they saw me in low crying. Also, they never afraid in helping me, whenever I was doing a mistake. Also, they cooperated on my best interest. Step 6: Recalling. The time to recall depends on your practice and also on the content of book. Let's take another example. Somewhere off in the far distance, a dying man was screaming for his mother. Te-horse. Te-horse. High and shrill, his voice carried a long way in the morning air, far beyond his own encampment. Dirian knew just enough Giscari to understand the words, but the fear in his voice would have been plain in any tongue. Off. Dying man. Screaming. Far distance. Long distance. Mother. Tongue. Understand. Encampment. Air. New. Morning. Fear. Te-horse. Voice. Carry. Shrill shouting. Plain. Enough. High. Words. Somewhere in there, a. was for his. And, his are in there, beyond his own. Dirian just Giscari to the, but the in his would have been in any. Explanation. Isn't this strange, that while reading a word, we may visualize the image of it, but when we recalls it, we often recalls the word instead of image. That's the reason why, one knows exactly the visuals of furniture or the objects in his house with exact position, shape and size, but not able to find the exact page, where the word or paragraph is. And when one do not find it, he may stuck into a confusion, and makes his mind a pressure world. Because our brain is not meant for words or number. but is there for the real-world objects, person. Another benefit of this image word is, it combines many words together. As we all know, many alphabets equals one word, many words equals a paragraph, many paragraphs equals one picture, and many picture equals one video. That's the reason why one remembers every dialogue, scenes of a movie, even watched only once. These types of memory remains in our minds forever. Also, in general, when I see the above words, I usually see the above images as well. Maybe my respective images does not fit to the paragraphs or the dialogues. But through this, I could easily remember the pages word for word, either by using the image only or through the fake story as well. The stronger your story equals the more you visualize it equals the more the connections equals the more the recall. Visualization is the key. 5. How to remember diagrams? The idea of remembering diagrams and designs is not new. It's part of our day-to-day life, as we often connect things with one another. Let me give you an example. Kidney. Ears. Both kidney and ears has almost same shape. And in drawing the image of the kidney, we can easily draw the shape of ears and vice versa. The above example shows us that images too can be related with one another. Thus, this theory applies to a complex diagram as well. A diagram may consist too many other shapes in it. We have to identify it and then we can relate it. Human heart. For remembering diagrams or designs, following steps are involved: 1. General observation. 2. Breaking parts. 3. Relation with other shapes. 4. Sequence remember through stories. 5. Recalling. Step 1. General observation. In this step, the diagram is observed closely to determine its various shapes. As in this heart diagram, we get that the heart can be divided into 7 parts. It's my observation point. Well, you can choose your own. Step 2. Breaking parts. Step 3. Relations with other shapes. 1. Horseshoe magnet. 2. Jerry mouse inverted. 3. Pipes. 4. Swan's head. 5. Valentine's heart. 6. Swan's head. 7. T-shaped tool. These are the shapes, as per my creativity. But you can use your own reference image. Step 4. Sequence remember. Sequence remember is the story we create in our mind, to draw the shape. This does not mean the above number parts, which I mentioned above is 1 to 7 serially. So my story for the above diagram is: a heart-shaped balloon has 2 faces of swan, with an inverted Jerry mouse in the middle of 2 heads, positioning its leg in a T-shaped. Also the heart has a horseshoe magnet in the top, with 3 pipes in its head. And the whole heart-shaped balloon is tiled left, with a support of 2 pipes in the top and a T-shaped tool in its back. This is the story I had made. But you can make it with your own visualization power. Step 5. Recalling. In this part, the recall is drawn as a trial for the main part. So as from the story in step 4. Let's create the diagram. Looking both the diagram, we can say that our heart reference image can be used to draw the above main diagram. This method can also be used for remembering road maps or a house map and many other areas, depends upon the area you want to use. Let's take a home map. By looking this map and using the 5 steps, we came to some points as follows: 1. Home map is J-shaped. 2. Drawing room is Sim-shaped. 3. Kitchen is L-shaped. 4. Lobby is of gun-shaped. 6. And all the rooms are to the left as we move from parking to bedroom straightway, through lobby room in middle. My illusion story is: I was called to meet my friend Jolly Misra gives hint that the map is a J-shaped. I parked my car in his porch. Before I entered his house I washed my left shoe as it was muddy, which gives a hint of toilet in the parking lot area. Then I moved into his house. While I was sitting in the lobby sofa, gives hint that first room is lobby room. I met Lokesh's father Girish uncle, who is in police. This gives hint that the lobby room is gun-shaped. From the lobby I saw Lokesh's brother, who was in the drawing room installing his SIM in his new phone, gives a hint that the second room is drawing room and is of SIM-shaped. Also I saw Lokesh's mother in the kitchen cooking for dinner, gives a hint that the third room is kitchen. Then, Lokesh showed me the new air conditioner in his bedroom, gives hint that the fourth room is bedroom. Then, after that Lokesh's mother came to invite us for dinner. Lokesh and I then washed our hands. Gives hint of the toilet attached to the bedroom. Thus, by creating an illusion story, we can remember the map, without forgetting it. In this, I am not showing the drawing in detail, as I am not user of these house maps or a student of medical science. But, as I had already mentioned that, this method can be applied in many different fields with pure flexibility. Visualization is the key. About the author. I was born on 31st of August 1989 in Bilaspur, Chhattisgarh, India, in a Tamil Brahmin family. I had done my post-graduation in MBA and is working as a non-linear video editor in an electronic media company. I, as an author, has written many songs, many suspense novels, many comic plays, since I was 5 years old. Writing this book is one of my research, that I had performed over the years. As a matter of studying course material and other books, I usually find it boring. That's why I wrote this book as a tool to help people like me, so that they could overcome the problems of reading and remembering. The basic motive of this book is to make people know the power of visualization. Also to make people feel that learning should be a fun, not the pressure. Bibliographies. 1. For images used in my book, https://www.google.co.in/. 2. For writing the book software used, Adobe Photoshop be Microsoft Word. Please do let me know your reviews. Dear readers, you are basically the mirrors of my creativity. I would love to know, how do you feel about my book? Please, mention your honest reviews, with your sincere suggestions and tips. Regards. S. Ramakrishnan Iyer. Author. The real way to be free from the burden, pressure, stress, thirst of getting knowledge is just by making your brain work like it wants to work. Making your brain free from visualizing words, numbers, diagrams, formula. But to make it visualize the real world that we live in. Visualization is the key.